In the previous video on the comparison of these two guys, we talked about the outside, we talked about the styling, we talked about the engine, we talked about the lore behind the vehicles and my personal take on them. But how do the cabins match up with each other? We've already talked about the utilitarian nature of both of these, but we want to see which one is more comfortable to actually sit in. And we've done tons of drives on these, and you can watch the channel if you want to see the individual reviews on these. But other than what these things can hold, I am not a very tall person. I'm 5'7", 5'8", whatever you want to equate that to in centimeters. So we are going to hop in and I will tell you about it. Sitting in the Cappuccino, I immediately get a sense of, okay, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. And this is not a paid review. This is not a loyalty review to the brand. I've owned 4 to 5 models of each of these, Suzuki's and Hondas. This is strictly just showing you what it really is like. Now, this has a very nice in-dash tachometer and speedometer setup. And I say in-dash because you'll see that it becomes very apparent how weird that car is in a second. I also have a central control panel that is a double wide. It fits a full deck, a full width deck, and you can do a folding up screen to have a double din effectively. You have a very nice spacious for the car ashtray and cigarette lighter setup that nothing ever gets in the way either. Everything is just very intuitively laid out. You have a glove box that has the hood release right there. You have lots of room to put stuff up here. Put little sticky pads. You have a cup holder, well, accessory. This car doesn't have any cup holders. And you have a central little thing right here. You can also put stuff behind the seats and on the parcel shelf, couple bags of groceries. Now, we've already explained how hard it is to take the tops off, and we're not going to go into that again, but you can put 2 humans in here, perfectly sized, any day of the week. And I fit in here just fine. I've driven this to countless, about 12 to 14 prefectures around Japan. I've gone into Tokyo. I've gone on the highway. This thing's a 5-speed. It handles the highway pretty well, honestly. And all things considered, everything works really well. The door cards are amazing with this plush Acura CSX leather type of setup. This is so nice. You got the Suzuki design side steps here. This is great. You have defog, all your signals, hazards, and a horn, of course. No airbags, unfortunately. And you have your trunk release and light, only one light. The mirror is mounted up here. You got your 2 sun visors, and you can take off your top like that. Oh my lord, that's freaking hot right now. We put a cover on here. If you want to watch our coverage, you'll see that we put that on just because it was all damaged and whatnot. But honestly, getting in and out of this car is a breeze. You just get out and stand up. And I dropped my phone. That happens a lot. It gets thrown down there. I put these seat covers on, but they are Spiegel seat covers that are form fitted. They're not some low quality AliExpress setup. Now, the Beat is a little bit of a different beast because it's a little bit of a smaller cabin, shorter roof, and less storage overall. The door cards are also really low quality. These things are just really cheap plastic. Nothing's plush. Everything has no pile to it. And it's just kind of uninspired. It's really just to the point. They don't do much to give you any sort of stylistic benefits. This cabin is very small. Even for me, I am packed in here. My head's almost touching the top. My knee, and again, I'm not tall. I'm a short dude. I'm 5'7", and I'm maxed out. Look at this. I'm touching the pedal. I'm all the way back in my seat, and my knee is like, I'm all over the steering wheel, man. It really is a tiny little car. Also, you have this exposed speedometer, which is about $1,000, and ours doesn't work. You don't have any cup holders, much like the Cappuccino. You have it right here. And you do not have the accessibility to put a single din or even a double din on here. And they even trapezoidally cheat everything over because there's just simply no room for anything. The shifter's really nice, very clicky, very notchy, super tight shifter. You have your window controls, e-brake, and your ashtray. And actually, you know what? I don't even know where the cigarette lighter is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right. It's right there. Some weirdo put a hanger here. I'm not a big fan of that. You have your fan. I do not have a rear defog redirect, and this is the front hood, and the rear hood is right that's the gas, and the rear hood is a key. That's right, yeah. This is the gas cap. You got to pull that. You also have a glove compartment right here. You have a parcel shelf. Once you put back the engine cover, we have it open because we're repairing the car, and the entire top is incredibly hot, and there's not a whole lot of insulation, so keep that in mind. The seats are that kind of late 80s Ace Ventura zebra print. They're not very nice. I mean, that's subjective, but I don't think they're nice. And there's just nowhere to put anything in this car. You have a little bit of space here with a height difference that catches right here, but stuff just rolls off. And this is at too extreme an angle to put anything there either. This really just doesn't have any storage whatsoever. This is like the car that you take to the track and drive on the track, and that's the one you drive every day, because you can't drive this every day. I couldn't put anything anywhere. The footwell is also shorter than the Cappuccino. The Cappuccino, you can put like a golf bag down there, and your feet just touch the edge because that's where the wheels are. It is a very interesting setup, this car, and I must say, driving it around, you do feel really locked in because there's not a whole lot of room for movement. You are in these bucket style seats, and the seats here hold you in better than the Cappuccino seats. So those are the cabin differences between the two units. If you guys have any other questions or comments or want to see anything else on this, or if you want to watch our coverage on this guy, let us know down below in the comments. And everyone, till the next one.